Hello and welcome to Happy Horror Time. My name is Tim Murdoch.
And my name is Matt Emmert, and welcome to a new ranking video. This time it is Tim Murdoch's chance to do the ranking, and this one is so Tim Murdoch. Like, there's nothing that's more Tim Murdoch because it is a combination of soap operas and horror. What Tim is going to be ranking for us today is the top 8 appearances in horror movies by Bold and the Beautiful stars. And now, Bold and the Beautiful is your favorite soap, right?
Yes, back in 1999, I got my wisdom teeth pulled, and my sister-in-law, Lori, introduced me to the Bold and the Beautiful, and then the next day I taped it on a VCR, and then the next day I taped it on the VCR, and so on and so on and so on. So I've been watching it since 1999.
Wow. So the thing is like, these are your two loves together, and again, this is such a perfect topic for Tim. He's going to go through his top 8 appearances by Bold and the Beautiful cast members in horror movies. Kick us off, Tim.
Okay, number 8, we have Real Housewives star Eene Davidson, who played Ashley Abbott. I mean, she's also on the other soap.
Oh, As the World Turns?
No.
Young and the Restless?
No, one more.
Oh, God. Days of Our Lives.
Yes. But she played Ashley Abbott from 2007 to 2008. But her horror connection was she played Vicky in House on Sorority Row in 1983. She's the one that shot the lady, what's it called when someone is like the house mother?
House mother, yeah.
Yeah, the house mother, and she fell into the pool and chaos ensues, and she's also naked in it. I said it.
She's also kind of the mean girl in that movie, right?
Yeah, but she stood up to people, so I really admire her.
Yeah,
I really admire her for standing up for herself.
No, okay, the House on Sorority Row. It's on the House on Sorority Row. Yeah, this is 1983 one.
Yes.
That was a great horror movie. Like, this is like, you can look back at some of the 80s ones and be like, okay, some of them are great, some of them not so great. This is a good one, and she played a memorable character.
Yeah, she played bitchy, and also do not forget she called Kim Richards a beast.
That is true on Housewives, Real Housewives.
Beverly Hills. I'm so proud of you, Matt. These are shows that Matt does not really
watch, but when you hang out with Tim for as long as I have, like, I've gotten to know soaps, I've gotten to know Real Housewives. House on Sorority Row I already knew. But anyway, that's a great one. Great choice.
Number 7, we have Rick Hurst, who was in he played Whip Jones from 2002 to 2011. Well, that's a long time as a soap. And his cult classic was Brain Damage in 1988. Do you remember Brain Damage, Matt?
Barely.
It's a cult classic, and it has a lot of disgusting effects. And he's such a handsome guy, so I'm so happy he went on to do soaps forever.
Was he one of the main stars in the horror movie?
He was the star.
So this was like way before he did Bold and the Beautiful.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, that's so funny because don't usually actors start in soaps and then go to movies?
No, I mean, I think the horror genre does not discriminate. So they'll take anybody at any time of their career.
No, that's true. Well, hey, that's a great find.
Okay. And number 6, we have Hunter Tylo. But first off, she played Dr. Taylor Hayes, and she's been replaced many times on the Bold and the Beautiful. But she played Dr. Taylor Hayes from 1990 to 2019. But she was also in The Initiation, but she went by the name Deborah Morehart. So she didn't go by Hunter Tylo. So she has an accent and it sounds a little country. So it's before she was Bold and Beautiful. She sounded a little country.
I remember The Initiation because we watched that to prepare for our interview with Christopher Bradley. And I remember her character in it because she's kind of like the breathy, like hot girl. And she's not the main girl, but she's very pretty, very sorority-ish, right?
Yes. And her death is very, very bloody. She gets killed in the mall on the, hello shoppers. Remember?
On the hello shopper, the intercom.
Yes.
Okay, I do remember that now. That movie's another one. See, you're picking great 80s slashers.
And I'm so happy that these Bold and Beautiful actors that I watched every day were in them. So it's my two worlds colliding.
I would love it, and maybe there'll be one, but if maybe you found one person who was on Bold and the Beautiful first and then was in a horror movie.
Well,
but that may not happen.
Maybe you'll say.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Okay.
Number 5, we have Texas Battle, which is very hot right now. He was in Final Destination 3. He played the role of Lewis, but he was on The Bold and the Beautiful from 2008 to 2013, playing Marcus Walton Forster.
Wait, his name is Texas Battle?
That's his real name. That's not a soap name.
Texasbattle.
Yes. I mean, it's not even a soap name, but actually he has got a soap name and he played a soap name.
Do you remember which character in Final Destination 3?
He was the one working out and like he was smashed. His face smashed.
Okay, that's a great death. The weight smashed down and smash his face.
Yes.
I want to be named Texas Battle.
I know, and you can fight against equipment.
Okay, so Final Destination 3, if you saw
roller coaster.
Well, funny enough, because I did a ranking video on the Final Destinations, and it's my second favorite. Now, this was before we saw Bloodlines, but Final Destination 3 is a great installment, and his death is like he's going all aggro. He's like working out. He's like, yeah.
Wait, what's he doing?
He's like, yeah. And it goes, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do that again?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. No.
Okay. Number 4, we have Katrina Bowden, who played Denise Richards' daughter, Florence, or Flo, as they say. She was in Piranha 3DD, and also she was in another movie about the water called Just Great White.
I know that name, Katrina Bowden.
Yeah, she was also in, that very popular show. Oh gosh, and it starred Alec Baldwin and Tina Fey.
30 Rock.
Yes!
Very popular show. Wait. Okay, so Katrina Bowden was in Piranha 3 Double D.
Yes.
So not the one with Elizabeth Shue.
No.
Okay, so Piranha 3 Double D was a mess.
Yeah, and her scene is very messy and very like, there's an ooh factor.
What happens to her?
It has to do with private parts.
Okay, tell me.
No.
Poor Tim doesn't want to say.
I don't want to say it.
Something happens to her vagina.
Maybe.
Like a piranha eats
something.
Oh my god.
It's a lot.
And she wait, and this was before or after? Or no, this would be after.
She was. It was after though. It was Piranha 3DD and then The Bold and the Beautiful.
I love that she went from getting her vagina eaten by piranhas to being on Bold and the Beautiful.
Yes, and she was fantastic, and I was bummed she left the show.
That's a step up, Tim.
Okay.
That is a step up.
So number 3, Denise Richards. She played from 2019 to 2022. She played the part of Shauna Fulton. And now her film that I connect her to the horror films is Valentine, of course.
Ugh, great film.
And she was a housewife also. So Eene Davidson and her, both Real Housewives. Coincidence? I don't know.
Am I just now learning that Denise Richards was on Bold and the Beautiful?
Yeah, and they really threw her in there. Like she had, she seduced Ridge. Like she really got in there, and then she left.
But it's so funny because I knew she was on Housewives. You've talked to me about that. And obviously I know of her being in Valentine, great horror movie. But I didn't know she was actually on a soap. So then you did find someone who did no, this is the soap after the horror movie. Okay.
That's
Sorry,
true.
I'm wrong.
True. That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, number 2. Now this one is I love this so much. And I was really going back and forth like if this should be my number 1 or not. But Joanna Johnson, who played Caroline Spencer from 1987 to 2014. She also, in the middle, played another character named Karen. Anyway, it's soaps. Things are crazy. Okay, so fun fact, she created the show Hope and Faith about her life when she left the soap The Bold and the Beautiful. Well, I think that's a really fun fact. Hope and Faith.
Hope and Faith. So what's the horror movie?
Okay, her horror film is the best. It's called Killer Party from 1986. And so the movie's so strange because they're about sorority girls trying to get into a sorority.
They're pledges.
Yes, they're pledging, and they have to say this famous quote. And Matt, will you do the honors of saying it?
I myself prefer a big fat cucumber.
Yes, this movie. And then so Joanna Johnson at the very end of the film gets possessed and she climbs the walls and she's like, like that. And she's like full blown exorcist. But she gets to make out with the hottest guy in the movie. So there's that.
I remember Killer Party because we watched it to prepare for our interview with, why am I blanking at her name? Friday the 30th Part 2.
No.
That's not Killer Party.
No.
Oh, that's That's the
But
movie
that's
with the
Lauren-
bear.
Yeah, Lauren Marie Taylor, who was on another soap for 12 years, Another World.
Killer Party has the 3 girls, the one with the big glasses.
Yes.
Oh my God! You know what?
It's okay.
There's
Horror
so many
films and
sorority
soaps.
movies.
Yeah, I know there
The
are.
girl with the big glasses, and it goes into they fake the supernatural stuff, but then it starts
Yes.
coming true. Got it.
Yes, Killer
So
Party. Check it out. Joanna Johnson. Her performance is great, and I would love her on the podcast. So if anyone knows her,
do her possessed again. Okay, this is the guy working out. Okay.
we are out of control.
Okay.
today. Okay. Number 1 is Jacqueline McCain's Woods, who plays Steffi Forrester currently. She's been on from 2008 to 2025, and she played Olivia Castle in Final Destination 5 in 2011. And Matt loves this scene because he has a thing about the eyes, but her scene is fantastic. She falls out a window, her eyeball falls out, and then gets run over by a car.
It is amazing, and I'm glad that's such a good number 1 because first off, she's great in this movie because like she's one of the people who survives the bridge collapse, and she's like the no holds barred, like fuck it type of girl. And then she's going to get the eye thing, and like you said, they're like holding her eye open, and the laser starts to like cut into her eye in the wrong place, and it gave me the
And you know what's crazy?
heebie-jeebies.
I found out doing a little research on Steffi Forrester is that in the real version they did both eyes, but in like the movie we saw, they only did one eye.
Just to even as an actor have your eye pulled open like she had to do. But the worst part is she finally gets out of that machine and then falls out the window.
Right, poor thing.
Poor thing.
Okay, so I had some honorable mentions because there's a lot of bold and beautiful actors that did horror films. So I'm really, I love it. So the other one is Clint Howard was in Terrifier 3, but he did 13 episodes on The Bold and the Beautiful fairly recently. He played Tom Starr and he was killed by Luna.
Wait, Clint Howard as in the Ice Cream Man
Yes.
and Ron Howard's brother
Yes.
who's in all those weird movies. Oh my God, he's done a lot of horror. Yeah.
So, and then this one, I remember I started watching in 1999, but Barbara Crampton was on The Bold and the Beautiful from 1995 to 1998 playing Maggie Forrester.
And she, of course, is from Reanimator. She's been in a million things. The Beyond.
Yes.
What was Suitable Flesh most recently? She's a scream queen. She was in Chopping Mall.
I can't, I'm so sad that I never knew that she was on my favorite soap.
I
But
didn't know
that was
she
before my time.
Wow.
Okay, so another honorable mention is Russell Todd from Friday 13 Part 2. He did 7 episodes of The Bold and the Beautiful. And I just love that.
And of course, I know. And of course, Russell Todd, for everyone remembers in Friday
Yes.
13 Part 2 because gets strung up upside down and then gets his throat slit.
Exactly.
But isn't there the whole debate about if Jason's holding the machete the right way? Remember?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Yeah, so there's one more honorable mention. It's Drew Tyler Bell, who played Thomas Forrester from 2004 to 2010. He was in Jeepers Creepers 2, and he played Johnny Young. But I auditioned for Jeepers Creepers 2. I played out.
I
auditioned No, I auditioned for the role of Izzy, as in Izzy or isn't he gay?
Oh, that's so funny.
I didn't get
Wait.
it.
So the guy you just mentioned, the honorable mention, he was one of the kids in that
Yes,
movie.
Drew Tyler Bell.
Got it.
And if anyone wants to know who my favorite characters are currently, it's Catherine Kelly Lang as Brooke Forrester, who's been on since day one. Actually, it's not Brooke Forrester, it's Brooke Logan.
How
Oh,
dare
God!
you? Wait, first off, you said who my current you've loved her since day one, right?
Yeah, of course. But I mean, I think she did a horror film called Speak Evil, but I haven't seen it, but I think Clint Howard's in it.
I was just gonna ask you, has she done a horror movie? Because that should have been number one.
And then I also love her daughter, Anika Noel. I'm probably butchering her name, but she plays Hope Forrester.
First off, so the Forresters are like the whole dynasty of this show. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know soaps at all. I don't know Bold and the Beautiful, except from what Tim has told me. I did know, I was proud of myself. Some of the people you mentioned, I knew they had been on soaps. Some of them I didn't. But I learned a lot today, Tim.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad to educate my friends about the Bold and the Beautiful. And Matt and I are up for being on the set of The Bold and the Beautiful at El Dorgino.
I think that there's a lot of, we've talked about this, there's a lot of parallels between soap opera stars and horror stars. They have dedicated film bases. They have people that stick with them throughout their careers. So, I'm not surprised that there's some crossover between people who've been on soaps and horror movies. Yes.
And I love both, and I will continue to watch The Bold and the Beautiful till I die.
Till you're you'll continue to be bold and beautiful.
I will
till you
continue
die.
to attempt to be bold and beautiful.
Bold and beautiful, everyone. Okay, well, thank you for watching. If you have any thoughts, please let us know. Like, do you watch Bold and the Beautiful?
Yes, if there's any like huge actors that I'm forgetting, please let me know in the comments below.
Yes, tell us about your favorite soap stars and horror movies they've been in, or anything you want to chime in on this very special ranking. Thank you so much, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.